First at 4, City Council threats. Police say a disagreement took a scary turn in one Macomb County town. We'll tell you where things stand now. We're tracking a cool and wet forecast for your Thursday evening, and get ready to do it all again tomorrow. The 4-zone forecast is coming up.
Well, it's Nurse Appreciation Day, and we're talking to some of the nurses that have made a difference in the hospitals as unsung heroes. That story coming up.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, Macomb County prosecutors have charged a man who's accused of making threats to members of Warren's City Council. Investigators say 46-year-old Keith Olson called Council President Pat Green, warning him to watch out for himself and his family. They say similar comments were made to Council member Mindy Moore. Olson was allegedly angry because he was not called upon to speak at a City Council meeting. He's facing a 2-count misdemeanor warrant for malicious use of a telecommunications device. New at 5, you will hear from Council members Green and Moore. Plus, we'll talk about why Olson might be hard to find. A Dearborn Heights man is now charged with murdering his mother. Prosecutors say Aaron Akel strangled the 73-year-old woman in a home on Party back on Tuesday. Her son was already on probation for trying to strangle her last year. Prosecutors say Akel's mother fought to have him released from jail in that case, asking for her son to get drug and mental health treatment. He was not supposed to have contact with his mom. Akel is now being held in the Wayne County Jail on a charge of first-degree murder. The Wayne County Commission shows its support for police reform while honoring the progress already made. Commissioners approved a resolution showing support for the federal George Floyd Justice and Policing Act that would establish a series of reforms on the national level. Today's resolution is in response to U.S. Representative Rashida Tlaib's tweet last month calling for an end to policing. One commissioner says her comments do not speak for others.
I absolutely do believe that we need police reform, but for people to take it out of context and talk about how that also means to basically eliminate police departments, that's lunacy. Those were her comments, and most individuals do not support eliminating police department when they say that they want police reform.
Now, we did reach out to Congresswoman Tlaib for a response. We have not heard back from her. Our coverage continues at 5:30. We'll keep you posted. We may be ready to move past April showers, but Mother Nature has a different idea. We are kind of stuck in this rainy routine into the month of May. Andrew Humphrey in for Ben today. And Andrew, what are we looking for tonight?
Well, Karen, you mentioned at the top of the show, cool and wet, and that's the rule for the rest of this afternoon and into the evening hours. Now, not rain that's going to be too heavy, but certainly enough to help us through this growing season that we're in right now. Light to moderate rain just now entering the forecast area, including the Ann Arbor area, Adrian, Livingston County getting some light rain, and some of that rain hitting the ground just now in parts of Wayne County and right here in Metro Detroit. As you can see, farther to our south, that's where the more volatile weather is. The showers that are heavier, the thunderstorms that have a lot more lightning. This is basically going to stay to our south and skirt across portions of Indiana and also into Ohio. And then you see more scattered, very light rain here out toward Milwaukee and also parts of southern Wisconsin. That may occur and arrive here as we get closer to midnight and afterward. So we're in for wet conditions. It continues to be cool out there too, with temperatures down in the 50s, but even chillier with temperatures in the 40s. So bundle up and grab your umbrellas before heading out this evening. We'll talk more about tomorrow morning, Mother's Day weekend, coming up.
All right, thank you, Andrew. New mask rules, less testing for student athletes, and Michigan slowly inches toward a vaccination milestone. First, we're still just below 51% of adults over 16 years old having at least one dose of a COVID vaccine. Governor Whitmer set the first milestone at 55%. Starting today, face mask rules are being loosened. For example, masks are generally not required for outdoor gatherings of less than 100 people. Also vaccinated student athletes who don't have symptoms no longer need routine COVID-19 testing. Today, the state is reporting 3,500 new cases of the virus. That's just in the past day, and that's about 1,000 more than yesterday. Plus, we have seen 115 additional deaths in the past day. That pushes the total over 18,000 since the pandemic began. In Detroit, NBA star Jalen Rose held a vaccine clinic at his Leadership Academy on the city's west side. He was working with Henry Ford Hospital, hoping to distribute about 200 vaccines. The clinic will be wrapping up in the next hour. Walk-ins are welcome, but of course, it's always good to call ahead just to make sure that there is some space for you. One of the big concerns right now continues to be the spread of those more contagious COVID variants. And today we're getting new information from PFIZER on those concerns. Kimberly Gill working that story from the newsroom, tracking some of the COVID news from all across the country. Kim.
Hi, good afternoon, Karen. One of the big questions we've been asking, will current COVID vaccines work against those new variants? Well, now more real-world data suggests the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine is indeed effective against 2 of the variants. The research comes from Qatar. It found most COVID cases in that country since February have involved the variants from the UK and South Africa. The Pfizer vaccine was more than 89% effective against the UK variant and 75% effective against the one first found in South Africa. Even more reassuring, the Pfizer vaccine was 97% effective against severe illness and death. If the Pfizer vaccine is approved for adolescents, will parents get their 12 to 15-year-olds vaccinated? Well, a new poll from the Kaiser Family Foundation found just 30% of parents say they will get their kids vaccinated immediately. 26% say they will wait to see how it's working. 18% say they'll only do it if their school requires it. And 23% say they definitely will not get their children vaccinated. The FDA could approve the Pfizer vaccine for younger children as early as next week. And by the way, Harvard University became the latest school to require all students to receive a COVID-19 vaccine to live on campus next fall. It will allow exceptions for medical or religious reasons. We'll be following how local schools handle this issue in the weeks and months to come. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Well, after what we have seen during the pandemic, it is unlikely we will ever forget Nurse Appreciation Day again. Nurses have been our frontline heroes, filling in when family couldn't be there and bearing a huge emotional burden. On this Nurse Appreciation Day, our Victor Williams highlights the contributions of one hero who's been juggling a few different jobs.
Well, the woman that you're about to see wears many hats. She's a very crucial part of the Henry Ford health system. Not to mention, she's also a registered nurse.
I've been in nursing many decades.
Barbara Rossmann is the president of Henry Ford Macomb Hospital.
It's just a wonderful opportunity to work with a team of about 3,300 people that create what it takes to be able to provide care to our patients.
She also serves as the chief nursing officer for the Henry Ford health system.
And this is the second time that I've had the opportunity to be a chief nursing executive for a health system. I was the chief nursing officer at Mercy Health Services Trinity Health for about 4.5 years before being in this role currently, kind of in this dual role. So I've been so privileged through my life and the many facets that nursing is able to touch.
While she's had a decorated career so far, her journey started in the military.
I was in the U.S. Army Nurse Corps for 6 years and then came into the civilian world and have been in that since actually the early 70s.
And on this Nurse Appreciation Day, Rossmann is hoping to shine the light on men and women who are still working in the hospitals to help those in need on the front lines during the pandemic.
That while the roles of nursing vary, the calling is the same. And nurses are truly called to what they do, to bring the art and science of health and healing to those that we serve.
And it's amazing how time flies. Rossmann got her start way back in the 70s with a background in pediatrics and neonatal intensive care. Victor Williams, Local 4.
We so appreciate all of her hard work. Thanks, Victor. The Henry Ford Health System has a variety of nursing teams that cover a lot of ground, including one team that works with at-risk teenagers. Still ahead, here first at 4, a young woman gets flagged at the airport when something is suspicious. Can you guess where? Police say she tried to hide $40,000 worth of cocaine. And activists say this is not the way to sell puppies and kittens. We'll talk about an animal rescue. But first, stuck on train tracks. We have 2 views of this collision caught on camera, and this mess could have been much, much worse.